Yeah, I thought, for the most part this year we've had a lot of resiliency in what's gone on, and maybe some adversity or situations throughout games, and we've kind of, kind of our thing is just to play and just compete. And I thought the group did a really good job of that after they scored the first goal. We actually had a pretty good start, had a couple looks, did what we wanted to do, and they put one back in the back of your net. You can get put on your heels, and I thought we kind of woke us up even more, so that was positive.
Vinny Darnay talked to me this morning. He said patience. We learned a lot against the first game against these guys and a lot against Columbus. Did you feel that patience after they scored the first goal? It didn't look like the team was rattled at all.
Yeah, I think this time of year, and no matter who you're playing, you got to have patience in your game, and sometimes there's gonna go stretches when not a lot's happening, and you got to be okay with that and not have to have high risk in our game. And I thought at moments we still had that high risk. We'll have to learn from it and get better and continue to work on it. But for longer stretches, and especially in these last 3 games, we've had more patience in our game.
Coach, a lot of physicality, a lot of back and forth. What would be the assessment for tonight's game, and what could be some of the things that it could be worked on for next game?
Yeah, well, you never want to give up 4 goals, so that'll be the one thing that we look at, and some puck play, managing the game where we are in the game, feeling the momentum of games, some wall plays. But this time of year you gotta take the wins when you can get them. That's a big win for our group, so we'll take it. We'll look at it. We'll get better and get ready for Wednesday.
So, Coach, how confident were you in that last minute in a tight game like that, having the fourth line that's been effective all night long to put them on there?
They would have been really good. They earned it. They were out there. They're responsible. Obviously they got caught out there. Half of them get caught out there in the icing. So, but it's a good execution on the D-zone face-off win. God's puts in the back of the net, and that line's been really good for us.
Even Goodrow drawing that penalty early on.
Yeah, that line was good. That line was good. Mac's line was good. That when he was we had him on Thomas there. He's a good player, man. I feel like every time he was in ice, Robert Thomas was making stuff happen. So it's a good team over there, well structured. Give them a lot of credit. They've probably one of the hottest hockey teams in the league right now.
What was special on power play tonight? 3 power play goals here against this team.
Well, I think it was really good in practice this morning, and they were, moving the puck. They were reading off one another. They executed the game plan.
What more can you say about Macklin? 100 points already.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go.
200, right?
No, you could see from the drop of the puck tonight, he had his legs and he was going, and even on the bench, he's kind of blossoming into a real natural leader as well. Being more vocal, being more comfortable, and understanding how the game is to be played this time of year. He's picked it up really well, and he's earned those, 101 points now that he has. Obviously, Smitty and Cherney do a good job as line mates and the rest of his teammates, but we saw it when day one when Matt got here, how special he was going to be. We saw it in the Olympics, in the national stage, how the world saw it, and now we see it every day. It's obviously a special talent, but what we see is not just the goals and the points, but his leadership and capability, the way he plays without the puck, how hard he is to defend, and he's an ultra competitor, and he drags guys into the fight. So I think I've said the same thing about 15 times, but that's what he is.
And Coach, I think that kind of falls into the maturity aspect of a player, the development. How essential would that be if you guys want to push for a playoff spot?
Yeah, we got to keep maturing as a group. That's not just one player. That's us as a team. We got to continue to learn here how to play at this time of year in certain situations in the game. When we have the momentum, we want to step on it. When we don't, we got to simplify it.
You guys talked a lot before about making this place, this building, sort of what it was. Does it feel like with the energy in the crowd tonight, this homestand, that it could really turn into that here?
Yeah, I was just talking to our president, Jonathan. We just talked about it. This building is alive. There's great energy in here. You could feel it. I think it felt like the roof was gonna pop off when God's put that goal in. So we could feel it really a lot after the Olympic break. You can sense it around the area and where I live especially. But it's special. It's a special place. It's a special environment. It's a hard place to play, and we want to continue to make that energy come alive.
Wennberg's a guy who's never really been known for his goal scoring. How much does it mean to see him shooting more and get 2 in the back of the net tonight?
Yeah, we keep asking him to shoot a little bit more, and little by little he's listening. So he had a really good game tonight. He had a tough assignment, and he's done it all year long. I mean, he has to go down as one of the one of the best shutdown centers in the game right now.
You talked to Igor Chernyshov and the shot in the arm he's giving you guys. And you've talked a lot about the forecheck. That shift in the third period, that line was pretty much all created off his forechecking. How much has he added that aspect to Mac and Will and allowed them to create offense because of that?
Yeah, I mean, he skates, he's big, he gets on pucks, picks up things really quickly, goes to the net. I think he just, Mac is talking to him, but I don't know if he understands what he's saying sometimes. So he just plays his game, and I think that's real positive.
After this last stretch of losing, what are these last 2 games to win mean for the confidence of this team going forward now, this final stretch?
Yeah, you could feel it in the morning skate this morning. We had a big weight on our shoulders trying to find a win after that losing streak, and there was some more energy in our group. There was more confidence in our group. So I would say you kind of felt it this morning.
What can you say about Adam Gaudette just in the room? He hasn't played every game, but whenever he's been in, he's made an impact.
Just does what you ask. You trust him. He's a true pro. There's tough times when he's not in the lineup. He's been center. He's moved up. He's kind of a Swiss Army knife. And he's moved around, and he doesn't complain. Does what he asks. Does it as hard as he possibly can, and that's why we love him.
Okay, thanks.